Turn 14, Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa, Game 2. You're going to get some Finns out of the firing line and hope that crazy Soviets do it again. Yes, bring another person or unit into that hex there. The Hex of Doom. You would think they would have learned, but it's possible they don't. Okay. So, interesting idea. The obvious move here is take this out and then try and get around here, but the enemy has zone of control and you can't get beyond that hex. We are super low on fuel because reasons. We moved that forward supply base to Ostrov, as you know, and it has not gotten its act together quite yet. It is still setting up, so we don't have much fuel. I'd like to move you out of the swamps, 217th. Can't move them very far. Okay, well, we'll try and get the 1st Infantry up here. These guys are stuck on this side of the river. That's right, that's what they're doing now. How's the entrenchment? It's not great. Interesting. I'm going to check a couple other units. I cannot wait for that graphics card to get here. I'm running nothing right now. I just restarted the computer and we're super slow. So I have like 16 gigs of RAM, which is not a lot really, but it should be plenty. Really, this is the one you want to get out of the way. I'm tempted to just attack the city as well. What could we do? I don't think we can attack in that direction. Yeah, these guys are just blockers. Oh man, this is rough. Because I can't bring them back. And they can't, I don't need 2 over there because they're blocked off now. For the moment, we'll see. You know, or are we just throwing ourselves against a brick wall here? But I do know that bumping this back, we've got too many guys too close, it's just not going to help. And we won't get anywhere. Can I attack if I move back here? I can. So that's something. I've got a motorized unit and a panzer division over here, and I'm wondering if they would be better used. Remember, we were already over our 2 hex totals. Yeah, just going to do it, see what happens. Could be terrible. Wow, that was quite the delay. I don't understand because we're not running anything else. So that really paid off for us, thank goodness. We didn't suffer too many casualties. We inflicted a lot. I feel fortunate. And we've got Pskov now. Alright, moved a couple units up just to show you. I don't know why it's running so slowly, but hopefully by the middle of the week this will be a problem of the past because there's nothing wrong with an i7 processor. We can attack this unit. Interesting. I don't know why the panzers can't. It's like they're tired or something. This is amazing. There is literally nothing else running. But that's the roll of the dice we got today. So we should be able to get this unit up north. And I want to get this 251st Infantry Division up there as well. Ooh, can still attack. What do I want? I mean, eventually you do want to get to Novgorod. That's sort of the anchor of that side of things, and it can be kind of a pain. I do want to punch a hole through here so that we can get some armored units up that way. They can't even go into that hex. What is that hex? It's plains. I mean, why can't they? They can't drive there. Wow. I don't know. I think we could destroy this infantry unit. Probably should have moved the tanks out there. This was likely a mistake, but I do want a chance to destroy this. Okay, good. So that worked. Yeah, we didn't lose anybody. They lost 3,200. So that's improvement. What can I do with these guys? If I can bring them up and... I guess that's sort of helpful, but I really don't like our units being split up like this. And I do not want to... Gosh, this is terrible. Leave this hex open, because the baddies will do something about it. Alright, so I'm getting these guys up into their normal position, which will be eventually, you know, in the swamp behind this river. It's alright, but I don't like what's happening here as far as the isolation of these units, these two units here. Let's see if we can attack. We cannot. We have nothing to attack with. I just cannot get... I mean, these guys are useless here. Okay, this is much better. And I'll get the motorized unit over here. And we'll take a whack at this 42nd tank. At 50 to 9. We broke them. That's good. So that's two weak divisions we've taken out, and haven't got too hurt in response. This is not a very useful hex to us, except it is sort of the path out. I really would like to surround these, but I'll bet they back off. Now, I've been wrong a lot lately about the behavior that we're about to see from these guys. They've abandoned cities where I thought they would stand fast, and so a pretty fair fight there. I'm just going to leave it the way it is right now. With 18th Army, I don't think there's a whole lot for us to do. Let's see if there's a target of opportunity here, but we'll see. This is just to do damage. I'm not going to advance into that hex. There's no point in doing it right now. Yep. So that's just good math. Not every fight I do has good math to it, but that one did. How we got here? That 108 tank is really beat up. Yeah, I'm going to just do it because they're imposing, and if we're going to have an advantage for attacking, just run blitzkrieg, we could really get a good result here. Okay. We just ran out of oomph. So, I mean, we inflicted double the casualties we took. We did lose more than 10%, so I don't know. It looked good, though, for a bit. I just feel it's better than sitting around, you know, but we're all going to be weaker now because of that. Okay. Well, I think that's it for the north. I'm pretty content with that. Might you use, or you move a couple of these units if we can get up here. All right, let's. It won't do any good to get up here, for example. But let's see. Like all the attacking is coming, yeah, from this direction, so it's worth doing. You know, we have a total of 300 that we could use. We're using 284. We're getting a concentric bonus. It's a good hammer hit, as far as I'm concerned. Yep, the math is fine, and that'll allow us to move up a little bit. That's good. I did not want them retreating there, because then we'd have to put somebody there. Alright, so I was cursing some of these units for having really low action points, but it turns out they're newly arrived units that are helping us, so that's a plus. I think I've got a couple units that can paste this one. We'll see if it makes sense. Other than that, I'm getting some people to go up and around here and others to go there. Well, no, that is not worth doing. And I couldn't get anyone into this hex. They just wanted to go there. So we'll we'll do the best we can and catch up. Let's see how we're doing on our plan to get around behind Smolensk here and maybe take these bridges. I think we don't really have much choice. I'd love to go through here, but I don't know. Let me have a look. Okay, I'm going to move headquarters up. Dangerously, so that we can get attack bonus. I do think this is better. Sure hope so. Than attacking this, and we could still attack that one. Boy, these units are really beat up. Okay, so we got the result we wanted. We did not lose anybody. So that turned out pretty well. So where did you go? Okay. And where can we get to? We can get to there. So I'm going to go as far as I can. We've got plenty of fuel and we can get more. Got to keep our eye on the ball here. The objective is to surround Smolensk, not to muck around up here really as much as we would like. What do we got in here? There's a unit tucked away in here. It is the 14th motorized. Yeah. Can we get anyone into this hex? Nope. But we can get them to there. It's not the worst. Yeah. Okay. That's just not useful. 35th Infantry. And I've noticed that this turn, like, we're in open plains and that, and there's still stuff we just can't get done. I feel this is another setup for next turn kind of round. Yeah, just gonna go there. So I've sort of half-assed encircled these guys. Let's see what we can accomplish over here. Ooh, that's a good list of attackers there. What if, and I know this is crazy, we turned off our motorized, because we're way over anyway. Boy, the cavalry unit is beat to hell. and just made it all infantry. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Alright, so I've moved out these motorized divisions as far as they'll go. I'm hoping to be able to do some sort of encirclement here. This is very dramatic. We'll probably blow that bridge, but I sure wish we could get to it. Just don't have it. Don't have the ability. Okay, yeah, that worked out well for us. We lost 15 armored fighting vehicles and inflicted a lot of casualties. So this is interesting. We've got a bunch of units here that could attack this, potentially, to try and surround this stack. Slight advantage. I'm going to try it, because I've got to get them away from these bridges, is my big problem. Is I'm too spread out, too thin. I'm not able to double stack units without compressing. So that worked for us. Let's see how many dead. 5% in some areas. Again, the math worked out. We did 10,000 in damage to them almost, so that's very worth it. Alright, I'm going to have to ask for more fuel. And because I'm not very smart, I actually realized I needed to do it after I moved. Oh, okay, thank you. Great. Well, let's see. Let's see if I need to do it. Well, we can't fight. Yeah, I've got to do it. We can't fight without it. I do need it. Unfortunately, I just moved 2nd Panzer headquarters away from the airport. So that cost us probably 100 or 200 gallons. But, you know, what's happening here is not the worst. But I need to get them away from these bridges and thin them out a bit. That's not nearly as much as I thought it was in between us and them. Let's try it out. They've still got that big stack there, but okay. So our motorized divisions are helping us out, doing their job. We took a lot of casualties out of the infantry with that. But we do have something to work with now. So I've got a couple. I've got Das Reich and the 4th Panzer out here. I think we could punch a hole through this and encircle this stack and see what happens. These are pretty weak units we're attacking. Pretty beat up. And I'm trying to set my guys back to 50% retreat, not hold fast at 100% forever. Okay, so can we get any further movement? Not out of you. I wonder if I can move that 10th Panzer too. I don't like it there. So 29th motorized will not move. 10th motorized looks pretty sharp. See. No. Okay, I was able to get a couple units around here. This was a mistake, a misclick. The game's playing so slow I couldn't do anything about it. I might move these guys over here, but then they might get separated. So the thing is, we've got a chance to attack still with some of these units. And they're pretty well spread out. So we're actually still under our total. I think it's worth doing because they might just break their way out at the end of the turn. Come on. Alright. Phew. The sound of relief. 50,000 and change. So that was totally worth it. We did lose basically 10%. But it was a big encirclement there. And now I'm going to move some troops up as forward as I can. So I think this is what I got. I probably want to move 2nd Panzer up to here, headquarters if I can. Nope. If we could just go up a little bit. Or no, or not. No? Nobody? I think we can go there. Yeah. Sometimes these colors. What I do realize is that these guys just want to go there. I'm going to leave 1 unit there in case they do break through somehow. But I want to get these guys out of here and be able to release them to attack in this direction. And I want to bring the 4th Army units down to deal with this swamp stuff, the swamp thing. And that'll be good. That'll free us up. And I'll quit worrying about 4th Army. So 2nd Army, or 2nd Panzer, assuming that we have fuel next turn, can do a little more encirclement of these fine units here. These are pretty beat up stacks too. That's something to keep in mind. You know, they've got units in here that have suffered a lot. So I believe they will be victimized next turn. I'm going to leave those guys on 100% over there because that really is key. And these guys. They'll be able to get out of there, but there's not much I can do. I mean, I can't cross the river. I just don't have the points to do it. And even if I did, I don't know if I'd want to separate these. Oh, and we're out of fuel too, again. So, good stuff though. I mean, really good. I wonder if we have the ability, because these, again, the stacks look big, right? Until you look at the units inside them. I think this is worth doing. We've got our headquarters right up against them. Those units are fresh, the infantry, and they're out. And that did not go great. Yeah, we lost a little more than 10%. Didn't inflict a whole lot of damage. Okay. What do? You know. Let's have a peek down here. I see weakness. And so yeah, we are going to pulverize that stack for sure. With our 4th infantry units. So let's see what we got. Maybe we can break that one. Yep, it is done. Good. Let's see what panicked turned into. 3,000 person retreat. Well, you know, every chunk of them we take off is good. I just don't understand why the game is playing so slow. Alright, let's see if we can knock this guy back. We had trouble with it last turn, I think. And I'm going to try and turn off the 31st Infantry. Yeah, it gave us a better concentric. I'll do it with 4th Army units. They are just having the toughest time. Look at that. Big casualties, didn't inflict very much. Boy. I don't get it. Man, no, they're a little tired and whatnot. I'm going to leave these guys the way they are. Second Army. I don't see a need to do much with it. Oh man, the supply situation in the swamp is miserable, as you might expect. Where's our air base? Army Group South is in Lvov. Oh my gosh. It's way back there, I think. So asking for fuel is probably a pointless endeavor. We're so far away from it. And they abandoned Zhitomyr. Yeah, that was just the strangest thing. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is attack this. And see what we can, if we can force them back. Well, that's a bad sign. Wow. Quarter dead. Man, this is not our day. That is truly shocking. And as you can see, we can't advance very far with most of these units. Let's go up there. Huh. No, just that one unit. You know, I am going to do it. It's probably pointless, but 500, gosh, that's terrible. And we could attack this. Let's see. Huge pulverization here. Nope, that did not affect anything. Okay, so we definitely want them in there. Alright, well, we're going to hit this with 10 times the power and see what happens with it. They got out of dodge. Alright, we didn't lose much. They lost 5,400 and change. Something positive. Maybe we can drive up and, you know, surround this. Does make me wonder, like, how worth it is it to try and get through here? We used all our fuel on that attack. Okay, well, some of our decisions are going to be real easy because our options are super limited. Alright, let's try and destroy these weak little divisions here. No, I want to save the 111th to go after the tank division here, so I'll move the 4th mountain up. Or, no, leave the mountain alone. We don't have many mountain divisions, so let's be kind to... Are you serious? Are you serious? We're at the point where I'm really wondering right now. So we'll do this with just Romanians. I really don't like struggling with the game and trying to play it. It sure is a lot more fun when things operate the way they're supposed to, and I really do not know why we're experiencing this trouble. Hopefully it will become a thing of the past. Really, guys? Really? Extremely disappointed in you. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess it's worth it. Just to lock them off. I'm not going to advance to take that spot. There's way too much enemy activity around there. Let's see what's going on in that city. Feel we could do something about it. How about you? It's just they'll be able to get out and go to that other side of the river. Well, that's all right. We'll live with it. Okay, I'm going to see if I can move this stack any further. Okay, so we can't move the headquarters, but we were able to move a couple of 1st Panzer units up, and I think we can attack this. This is a stack of very weak units. And we've got a 3-to-1 advantage here, I think. So let's see if we can break some units. We can. I'd say that was worthwhile. Yeah, we took some casualties, but we inflicted about 5,000, so a little over, and destroyed 2 units, so that was worth it. Alright, so we did a little unit shuffling. We had some infantry units that could move forward. I'm concerned about this, but meh. There's really not much else I can do. As this is as far in this direction as these units can go from the 17th Army, so we're just going to sit. I think last turn we tried an attack like this. I think we need more units than that to do something. In the meantime, supply is horrible. And I think we just let them stay in the swamp. They can't even go back. Like, that's just terrifying. That's 4th Mountain. How's the 297th doing? I just want them to get over here. I'm going to move them back south then. Because going deeper into the swamp sounds crazy. Alright, let's go check out the deep south. When last we left. Huh. We had quite the attacking force here show up. I think it's worthwhile. Now I'm going to do this first. I'm going to attack with 18th, 11th Army units. Just to get that concentric. This is 80, okay. 278 out of 300 versus 80, and I just want to, I don't even know what. Make a hole, push them back. There's something intuitive here that I want to do. The problem is, yeah, that was fine, 8,000. I don't really know where I'm pushing them. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, is if I want to move forward, I've got to take over that hex, because I wanted to attack and not let them retreat anywhere. Maybe across the river. Alright, I'm going to try and kick these guys. This is still a problem. I mean, I fear that we're going to get bogged down just like last game in this area. And just nothing else that can be done except a Mexican standoff down here. Facing each other. And I you know, you try and get into these swamp hexes, and what do you get? It's amazing. A small amount of memory and CPU. Ooh, broken. That's cool. Yeah, that worked out pretty well for us. She wanted the 600. Okay, so I moved a couple guys. A couple were forced to go up here. They couldn't go down here. I'm going to see if I can attack these guys in here. Look at how weak they are. I've got 2 units down here who said that they could do it. And if we can do that, yeah, not quite triple. We'll probably eliminate a couple of these. Yeah. So that was worth it. To spread these guys out a little bit. But first I want to check in on these guys. Again, number of beat up tank units. And we got double. I think it's worth giving it a shot and seeing what happens. We might at least drive them out of... The tanks have nowhere to go, I don't think. Drive them out of here. Let's see how well we do. Come on, finish the job. Nice. 7,800. Yeah. Some conscripts got out. Most of the tanks got destroyed. Yeah, all of them. So that's cool. So we got rid of all the tanks. Right, so I moved a unit that was protecting 11th Army, and it ended up discovering something here by Kievograd. Kirovograd. We're not too far away from it with the 3rd Romanians there. So that's sort of interesting. And I'm just going to make a picket line here. I'm not in love with it. None of these guys can really do anything I want them to do. Nobody can move from here. They want to go south. So I'm going to have to contract this turn and then expand out next turn, and we'll see. Hopefully they don't do much in the way of mayhem. How are we doing on field communication? Okay, they're right at the edge there. Cool. Alright, I think that's pretty much all the mobility I want to do this turn. That was kind of agonizing. Don't really understand what's happening with the computer. And it is making play a little frustrating. I should try another game and see how well it runs. Okay, let's see, with our tiny amount of political points. You know, I really do want to replace it at Orsha, and it's kind of cheap. Then we'd really get no fuel. What did we get this turn in fuel? In Army Group Center. 2,000, so we can bank on 1,000 or 0 if I shut it off. I think I should finish Smolensk. That's what I think. And then move it to Smolensk a turn or two after that. So as frustrating as that is, I'm going to say no. Just say no to Orsha, kids. That's what Nancy Reagan would have wanted. Alright, airfield, Army Group North. Where do you want to put it? Tilsit. I don't even know where that is. Where's my map? Right now it's at Jacobstadt. Why would I want to do that? No. Hey guys, I don't know if you know this. I mean, I'm sure the intelligence, the Abwehr is not that good, but that's backwards. That's away from the front. We want it closer to the front. So, what can I do here? I can't really do anything other than this, which I will do because it's the only chance I've got. I don't have 11. It helped with it helped with the Brukich a little bit to argue with him and say, hey dude, I'm not the problem. You're the problem. I'll bet you I can just eliminate this decision right now because I have 2 political points and these cost 15 or 10 anyway. Not going to go. I'm just not going to go. Propaganda. That's going to be too expensive as well. In terms of political points, Goebbels is not going to be happy. Joseph, it's very minor, -1. Truck second. Well, I am moving the, they're telling me there's not enough trucks to get the fuel out to the 1st Panzer Group, but I don't really care. It's fine. We're gonna, I could do something. That's pretty cool. We're moving the supply base, I think, so we'll be closer. Okay. I'm going to leave half the trucks this time because we've already got a zillion political points with Wagner. Yeah, we didn't lose any. And von Lieb is happy with us. What are we at with him? Yeah, so that's as good as what it's going to do. Okay, so probably not rain. That's very good. Maybe it's the 2nd Panzer Group, huh? Must have been one of those 100% stand your ground type things. Well, I'm going to hit, let's go. The Russian music will come on, because why not? Let's see. Very difficult turn. There it is. The sound of enemy. I want to mute my mic. It killed the music. Don't worry, it'll start up again. Oh, I sure hope they leave that bridge open. That would be amazing to be able to grab that. More units are in the Vyazma area. They're coming out of Novograd. They're coming out of Kryvyi Rog. That looks like a sacrificial lamb right there. Next game I might play the Soviets. I haven't tried it yet except one very brief couple turns, and I was like, nope, it's different and I'm not going to learn it until after I've had some success with the Germans. Worried about that. It's nothing major, but it is annoying. I didn't think they'd go forward like that. minor annoyance. We'll be able to attack from both sides and knock him back probably, or I can drop a couple units to the rear and push him back. Yeah, they're booting it across the river. They are trying to get out. Let's see. Little. They have occupied that hex. Oh my goodness, look at this. They race across the river and they're out of there. I think they're making a bit of a stand here, but that's actually good for me. I can... Oh. Yep. Changing it again and again. The shape of things to come. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, right? It's not over until the turn's over. And the game is running real slow. Gotta get the 6th Army out of that swamp. That is just pitiful. I'm amazed they haven't tried anything up here, but there's still half this turn to go here. And they didn't blow the bridge. Ooh, where? Okay. It's alright. I can't get out because of that swamp there. Might have to do a little bit of a retreat here. Yeah, they are pumping that thing full. So I gotta get this guy back here, pull these guys back a little bit. It'll be alright. But I need to resolve things on the eastern side of that Army Group North area so that I can get 4th Panzer over there and start munching up units. Plus, we need to start thinking about rest. Great, they found my flank. Well, we're going to have a lot of freed up 11th Army units in a second. Oh, this Smolensk bridge, that's wild that that's still in existence. Give them to them. They're trying stuff out. I don't even understand some of these things, but yeah, getting to Gommel's always a pain. You really send a few guys along here and then come down, cut it off. It's always a big problem. You don't need to do it, is the thing. It's not necessary. This whole area out here, north of Kursk is really not necessary. Should stay on the north side of the river, on the Smolensk side, and keep punching along towards Moscow. That's what I have learned. Better use some fuel to get that 1st Armored unit out of where it's been sitting, or else it's going to get forgotten and out of command range and cause me trouble. Ooh. Something is happening in Finland. Okay. This isn't bad. They're massing for an attack, but I could split them in half, cut them off that bottom X there. There's possibilities, because the Finns are not tired yet. Whew, finally it's over. Well, we're really up against it in Army Group North with the zones of control and all those armies, those divisions facing the 18th Army up there. It is actually dire. Tw 12 decisions? Yeah, I'm not thinking. Well, he's not dead yet. That's good. Eric has asked me to put a bullet in his head if he loses 2 limbs. Or worse, it doesn't matter if it's an arm and a leg. He says to shoot him regardless. He can't stand the thought of crawling through the streets back home as a hopeless cripple and would rather die instead. The chaplain visited yesterday and asked if anybody wanted to discuss their problems with him. I was too tired to bother. Well, let's do a quick... political points. Okay, we got some. We got some from Pskov. We lost a train due to infrastructure issues, but rail infrastructure. Oh, well, that's because I'm cleaning stuff up, I guess. I don't know. I want to look at bridges. Okay, we got forward supply base at Ostrov. Up and running. Minsk is ready to go. That's probably good. I mean, it's probably been that way for 4 days. Partisans attacked. That's bad. We did not get a bridge rebuilt. Could be worse. Oh no. Braukic is causing trouble for us. Let's see how we're doing for fuel. It's still miserable in Army Group South. That is terrible. Yeah, that's about what I thought. It's 1,000. So we've got to finish this up with Smolensk really soon. The trains are okay. It's the truck columns are not getting anybody to the front. Well, can't be helped. This is stressful. I'll see you next turn. Nobody said war was easy.